Strong to severe storms develop tonight, mainly north and west. A few more showers and storms on Thursday. Good Wednesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, you can see from the Ultimate Doppler radar, we have a couple of pop-up storms north of Newport, south of Morristown on the Ultimate Doppler radar, presented by Madlock Tire Service and Auto Repair, East Tennessee's #1 tire shop and auto repair since 1953. But we have more active weather trying to work its way across Middle Tennessee. And if I expand the view even more, you say, well, boy, is that all coming here? Most of it will be staying to the west. So it will graze southeast Kentucky. It will graze parts of the plateau, particularly Fentress, maybe even into Scott County. We'll be watching that closely. But much of that energy, with lightning strikes in excess of over 4,000, 5,000, is working its way toward Charleston, West Virginia. That's where we'll be focused tonight. Record high was broken today in Knoxville. You got to go back to the Great Depression during the 1930s, 1934 to be precise. That's the old record. We hit 89 degrees today. That took out a record that's been on the books for 89 years, going back to when FDR was in the White House a long time ago. But anyway, the normal high is 68 this time of year. We put a little R there for the record. We started this morning off at 64, so a very warm start, and with a peak wind gust of 43 miles per hour. It was windy at times, no doubt. Sun went down at 8:01. Now, they hit 90 in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. You said, no way. 90? Oh, my goodness. Is that some kind of record? Please, put this into context. I mean, we hit 89 Knoxville, 88 in Oak Ridge and Morrison, but 90? Surely that's never happened before. Well, let's take a look, at least around the area. I mean, 90 is kind of standalone in Sevierville. They hit 89 in Charlotte. They hit 89 in Jackson, Kentucky, and 89 in Chattanooga. But the records, from Knoxville anyway, have been kept since the days of Ulysses S. Grant, 1871. I know that's a lot of information, but the earliest Knoxville ever hit 88 was the 25th of March back in 1929. The earliest Knoxville has ever hit 89 was April 10th in 1995. But we hit 89 today. We beat it by 5 days because today's April 5th. And if the earliest was April 10th, that was another kind of earmark. I think that's kind of interesting. And the earliest Knoxville has ever hit 90 in the calendar year was the 17th of April. So it was close, but that goes back to 1896. I mean, that's a long time ago. I want to kind of slap my face when I think about, wow, those are deep thoughts. By the way, headlines, we're talking about strong storms north and west, few showers and storms Thursday, and cool showers Good Friday and Saturday. We'll talk about the locations here in just a moment. But lots of clouds on the increase tonight. You can see maybe a few thin spots early on, but the clouds are beginning to advance, and they're going to produce some precipitation in some cases. But the bulk of the rain is trying to work its way around Huntsville, working its way east of Nashville, and some of that energy has to work its way here. But by the way, the Storm Prediction Center still worried or concerned. I won't use the word worried, but I guess I just did. They're concerned about some areas. The numerous would be the orange, severe storms possible that might be more persistent. And you can see from this vantage point, there's a lot of activity across Kentucky and Ohio. So if I zoom in a little bit tighter, which we can do here, slide it over, I see a lot of colors around Nashville. And you say, well, what does that mean? That means it's enhanced here. It's slight chance or scattered severe storms here. And Knoxville, marginal. Anywhere in light green would be just run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. But we're still, at least in the crosshairs, by the analysis from the Storm Prediction Center. So that's something we'll be watching closely for the potential development even while we sleep. But as we move this forward one step, which we'll do here, I want to show you what we're seeing in terms of the severity and what we're seeing over here. And this is really where it kind of breaks down locally. So we've got the green areas in around Knoxville, that would be isolated, but Jamestown, northwest of Oneida, would be more scattered. So that's something to watch too when you look at the big picture. As we look at another map, which is the tornado risk, you say, is there a chance for tornadoes too? Well, not so much locally, as it looks like it's mainly north and west. So when you look at the brown areas, that's about 5%. When you look at the green areas, it's around 2%. And that's really right on the edge, right? Perhaps around Cookeville for sure, and maybe just the northern part of, say, Fentress County. So around Jamestown, about a 2% chance that a tornado may form in the overnight. And that's something to watch too, because a spin-up may occur. Let me show you the future rainfall. The heaviest of rains in yellow would be in excess of 2 inches. And it looks like that stays out of our viewing area and really focused north and west of Jamestown. Here it suggests 0.62 for Jamestown. Very little rain in Knoxville. You might be scratching your head and say, I thought we had rain in the forecast. This takes us through Thursday. This takes us through Good Friday morning. Takes us through Good Friday afternoon. And then some of the rain comes back from the south, affecting areas mainly south of Interstate 40. As we head into Saturday, most of it starts to work its way out of the picture. But it will be cooler in the 50s on Friday and Saturday. Now, this future rainfall, I don't buy in 100% because I just don't think we're going to see all this rain fill in. But I have to show it to you because you might think I'm ignoring it. I'm not ignoring it. I just think there's other elements at play, and I think we're going to find some rain like you saw on the first slide. I don't think we're on track to get 1.5 inches to 2 inches or more between Knoxville and Kingston between now and 4 o'clock Saturday. But this is how some of the models handle this precipitation. If you look at it closely, most of it's moving along the blue line, and it stalls, so the heavy rains stay near Nashville in the short term. This is 6:30 tomorrow morning. Not a whole lot going on here because we're on the dry side of the front. As we move into midday tomorrow, maybe a few passing showers. I just left at 40%. Doesn't look that high. By 5 o'clock Thursday, it moves away. And then the rain that comes back on Good Friday morning looks like it's focused mainly south of Interstate 40. A lot of it does try to maybe suggest north, but I think what you're going to find a lot of filling in well south of the border, like so. And even this, I think, is too far north, as some of the models would suggest. It's probably heaviest around Bryson City, heaviest around Asheville, and heaviest around, say, Chattanooga. Don't think it's going to make it that far north, but if we get a few drops, okay, so be it. But does pull away on Sunday because Easter Sunday does look sunny, mostly sunny, and certainly a nice-looking day on Sunday. We'll be in the upper 60s, as I see it, by Easter afternoon. Now, here's the futurecast. As far as the severe weather, follow the darker reds. You see we get little passing showers. There's 12:30 in the morning, a couple of showers here and there. But 2 in the morning, I see some strong storms near Cookeville, and they start to come right into areas around southeast Kentucky. Having a hard time making it to Maryville, having a really hard time making it to Tellico Plains. But then the storminess gets really vigorous around Jamestown. Some of these could be severe. Some of them could be strong to severe in red at 5:30 in the morning in Fentress County, possibly Wayne County, Kentucky, or McCreary. That's one of the points that we want to watch very closely because it's going to be highly localized there and not so much here in the heart of the valley. You'll be scratching your head and saying, when's this rain going to get here? A couple of passing showers, no big deal. But the vigorous storms look like they will stay to the far north and far west of the valley, especially northwest of Oak Ridge and particularly west of Wartburg, the way things are trending. Heading into Thursday evening, maybe a few passing showers. As I mentioned, some showers will likely return on Friday and will be south of the Interstate 40. It looks like most of it is here. That's 12 noon, but there's probably a little bit more still trying to come up from the south and west. So we'll wait and see how this plays out. Each model has a different solution. Valley Planner, we're going down to about 62. Average low, about 45 this time of year. Tonight, we're falling down to about 62 with more clouds and strong to severe storms, mainly north and west. Winds will be generally 3 to 8 miles per hour out of the southwest. Lows in Morristown, 61. Lows in Newport, 61, about 57 for Wartburg. Heading into Thursday, 78. It's not quite an 89, but it's still pretty warm. Mainly gray with just a few showers and storms. They left a 40% chance of rain tomorrow. You could get some rumbles of thunder. Meanwhile, we take a look at the Captain Accurate weather forecast. First, though, 78 for Knoxville. Big difference from Jamestown at 61. You'll find 60s, 70s, and 80s on this map. I got 81 in Newport, 81 in Tellico Plains, 75 Oak Ridge, 67 in Middlesboro. It's like a potpourri of temperatures all over the map with the cold front back to the west. Meanwhile, here is your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast for Knoxville, East Tennessee. 57 on Friday. Yeah, that's Good Friday. 58 on Saturday. Most of the showers mainly south of Interstate 40. Mostly sunny, though, for Easter, Resurrection Day. Sunrise is at 7:11. We're back in the lower to mid-70s by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, where sunglasses will become a must, no doubt. By the way, you can keep track of it all using the Captain Accurate Weather app with Pete Michaels Traffic. Go to the App Store, Google Play. It's free. Just search the 2 words Captain Accurate at the App Store, Google Play. It also works on your iPad. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. It's not easy being accurate, so weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. Take care.